a woman, definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's quite offensive because obviously she's covering her female body parts with kitchen appliances. So it's a kind of like stereotype of female in the kitchen and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it has nothing to do with the perfume, isn't it? You can't smell it. I don't know. Don't see what the necessity is to be in between boobs, but at the same time you have like adverts with men like topless and swaying and stuff like that.
Yes.
It's not to the same extent, but it's two ways to look at it, isn't it? It's like you either like, oh, it's objectifying women, but then is it like the women want to do
Yeah,
it
they're
kind
like,
of
they're
thing?
like putting themselves out there and they can do that kind of thing.
Like, yeah. Well, I mean, like with the American Apparel one, like what's the need for the women to like have their legs open like that, and then like that kind of like level of what she's doing, like she's below him kind of thing. I don't know. When you look at it, you're not going to think, oh, women power kind of thing, are you? To an extent. I mean, if you
I
like,
was going to say like to a certain degree, but
yeah, if you're easily influenced, I guess. I mean, coming from a female's perspective, I saw that I wouldn't think low of women, but I guess like.
I think certain people will see it as that like they're all look what they're doing, like look what she's doing, but I don't see it like that personally. I don't know why you see it as funny though for a man to do it like that one. Like why is it funny for a guy to do it and then a girl is like kind of like, so you know, yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Definitely.
Like that one, especially the one now open and their legs are wide open.
Yeah, it's American Apparel though, they do it all the time. Like with the burger as well, like what's the need for it to be naked?
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily what men want, but more like if you see image after image of girls in the same kind of shape and the same like body type, then it is kind of like reinforcing that feel like
they want to look like that. They may feel like, oh, I look like that.
Especially if it's ads for men, and it kind of like makes it like they're the ones that are going to sell the product, 'cause that's what men want, then that's kind of more like, Definitely if you're early age, because you're easy like to influence, aren't you? Yeah. I remember looking at images like this and being like...
Yeah, you used to be like, oh, I want to look like that. And then you try and think, oh, like, no lads are going to want you if you don't look like that. That's why I used to do it.
Definitely.
Well, when you're out and the lad just thinks they can come over and just be like, oh, hey. And like, touch your bum and it's like, nah, stop. What are you doing?
I've got a really bad story. Like last year, in first year, my friend was like ridiculously drunk. It was like 6 in the morning, and we were in this takeaway just off Bowl Street, and she wandered off, and she'd gone to this group of lads who like before had been like shouting at us, like because she had ketchup down her, like shouting, oh, like she on a period and all this kind of crap. And we'd gone over and they called her over and they'd pulled her onto her lap and they were like smacking her and she was shouting like, get off. So we took her out, and we went outside to speak to a lot of the policemen and we explained what just happened, and I was like, because obviously we were drunk, and I was like, oh, my friend's just been like sexually harassed, and he was like, oh, calm down. He called me a little girl, and then I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, he took hands with Sophie, and he was like, oh, let's go tell the naughty boys off. And so we went over with another policeman, and they were like both laughing about it, and obviously all the guys had ran off, and there was this one guy left, and he just like shook his hand and he was like, oh, don't worry about it. And then me and my friend were just like, what on earth? And then the next day, obviously the guild were doing like a campaign about sexual like harassment and stuff when you go out, and it was just that kind of like, well, if you get that all the time, like where do you turn to? The fact that we went and spoke to someone of that authority, and they were just like,
that's that.